And welcome back to Delta Stream. It's time for the next game of the day. This is the Call of Duty Championships presented by Xbox. I am Pricey, and adjusting his tie with me right now is Maven.
Got to make sure I'm looking handsome when I'm next to you, bud. But here we are. We're hopping into USA versus Canada version 2. We saw the first match with Vex Revenge versus Rise Nation that I just did with Rel. Rise Nation moved on 3-1. So this will be the second Canadian team in Wild going up against Xfinity.
It certainly will, and how are you thinking this one's going to go?
You know, I got to think I'm going with Xfinity. You know, them and Rise Nation were the two, I guess you would say, kind of surprises coming into this event out of the regional qualifier. And they've looked so strong here so far. I believe both made it out of their brackets 3-0. Both took that top seed, and I expect this hot streak to continue.
Well, we will jump into this game very, very shortly, and you know what? I'm kind of going to agree with you there. Xfinity have looked phenomenal so far this event. I'm kind of looking forward to them doing the same thing again.
Yeah. I don't see Wild stopping them. As strong as Wild looked yesterday, you know, they had some really, really great games. You know, one of their members actually is from the States. We have Nex on the team, big game battles player, big personality on Twitter. But I just don't know if they'll be able to keep up with the strength of this squad. But I'm pumped.
Yeah, I believe the map we're going to play first is Domination on Sovereign, I've been told. And he can actually see it there, the A, B, and C points on your screen, breaking this one down. One of those very lateral maps where you do go for the A and B hold or the C and B hold. Splitting is definitely a tactic on this map as well. You try and get that in to try and divert away from the middle. But a lot of people using top controllers just to try and keep the control of B, in fairness.
Yeah, we saw actually Rise Nation just in the last series on Delta hold that AC split for like 45 seconds to a minute. And honestly, if you get that setup done nicely, it's not really all that hard to hold, but it's not something you see teams typically go for.
No, it isn't. You don't see a lot of triple caps on this map either, just because of how far it is from A to C, so you can be quite weak in some areas there. But it's going to be fast and furious towards that first point when they go in towards B. Absolutely. It usually is. It's kind of, I always find it interesting whether teams decide to kind of split out and go for map control or just rush straight in.
Yeah, and that's lots is kind of said off the break. You know, we see so many games get out of control early sometimes in this if a team can set up on B in a hurry. And, you know, yesterday I did a couple of these with you, and it seemed like sometimes, you know, a team got B and held it for like the first minute of the game, or we saw no one even take B for the first minute of the game. They were just trying to get set up, a lot of fighting going on mid-map. So we can expect just about anything to happen here. I know my prediction is going to be with Xfinity. They have Mud Dog, ex-coach of Envy. He was in school. He was going to be done playing. Comes back. Next thing you know, he's competing for $1 million.
Well, clearly he restarted his career when he beat me at G2, so
yeah.
I think I helped.
Yeah, I give you full credit there, Brycey. Full credit.
But there we go. We are going to keep an eye now. We are jumping into the game here. We're going to jump on board with Next, first of all, from this team. Let's see what they can do against Xfinity. Yeah,
and Inceps, you know, I just followed him on Twitter. He followed me back. We were having some chats this morning about how pumped he is and how he's really ready to play out of his mind today. You know, the guys to look out for that I really saw slaying for this side was Intensity and Brock yesterday were really, really going strong. And as far as the other side, I mean, everyone from Xfinity can really get the job done. They have a lot of flexible players, a really, really strong squad.
They going to do now. Next going into top control. Let's see what he can see in here. Just going to go forward. They're actually going to go a little bit rush. He's going to get taken straight down on board with Intensity now. And she's a little bit far behind. We're going to go on board with Brock. And see someone in server room. He's actually going to just dip out of there. Not going to take that one on. And we're going to switch Oracle. He's going to pick up a first kill here as well.
Yeah, and, you know, we saw 2 down for Wild right off the start. And that led to some early pressure on B from the Americans in Xfinity. But unfortunately, they were not able to get it. And now we see Inceps here trying to make a play. He was taken out, though, unfortunately, by Sin.
There we go now. On board with Sin. Let's see what he can do. He's going to push C. He's going to go against someone who's coming in the corner. Easy kill for him. He should go for the neutralize now as they all go down. Xfinity doing big moves.
Wow, and this is huge. I mean, this is going to be a 3-cap most likely, at least a neutralization here. Big kill. Oh, no! Oh, if he picked up that kill, too, that would have been phenomenal, Brycey. That just would have been insane. And they're actually 3 down right now.
Pushing it. Oh, no!
Oh, my God. And that, you know, when you have 3 down and you're the last one up by Mud Dog, I'll tell you what, 2-piece there to save that cap was just a huge play.
Oh, it really was. It was a fantastic big play there from that team. Now let's jump on board with someone nearer the front line. As doubt as I do, he goes down as well. Now Croster, let's see what he can do. He's actually going to move in server, and there is nobody here for him to pick. He's going to come up against somebody now, though. try and get it, but he does lose that against Nix.
And just to take a look early on, I mean, I know it's only a 9-point lead with 3.5 to go, but Mud Dog 7-2. Sin 6-3, Doubt 3-2, Croster 4-3. Their entire team is in the positive right now, and they've really got stuff off to a good start.
Mud Dog is really heating up. Look at that, 8-2 at the moment. He is really putting the shots down. He's another one there. There's one more going to be on the yellow stairs. He's not going to get that one. He does get taken down, unfortunately, and he is going to rely on his teammates now to hold us down.
Yeah, and that'll be 2 down for either squad at the moment. They're going to be coming off respawn here shortly. We just hit the 3-minute mark. Still a pretty tight game. Still 9 points, which we've kind of been floating around for the last minute or so here. On board with Croster, and he's trying to put shots there at top control. He is taken out, and we're going to see if they can make a play to try and crawl back in this.
Certainly are. You can see the slaying going on from this team here is phenomenal right now. They really are just putting the hurt on them time and time again, but the scoreline does not really reflect that.
No, it doesn't. And we saw that actually in the last series with Rise Nation, a couple games where they were blowing the other team out, but in slaying, especially on blitz, but just not converting that into objective points. And that's what we're going to need to see here from Xfinity. You can't be slaying this strong. 2 players at 11-5 and have a 3-point lead going into the 2-minute mark.
He certainly can't now. Continuing to go on now. Mud Dog, let's see what he can do. He's going to be up top. We just see another player there, picks that one up at the same time. Mud Dog is very, very comfortable, just sort of hanging back. You give him a long sight line. He is fantastic.
Yeah, but this is a lot of the problem. You know, this is a thing we've been talking about ever since regionals at the UGC LAN and the Optic LAN is teams that want to run these ARs. You know, you get a lot of kills, but sometimes they can be pointless kills and you're too slow to push these caps. And that, is part of the reason early on I think they didn't get a huge lead as we see him switch over to the sub. And he's on a tear right now. I think that's, how many kill? 5-kill streak he's currently on at 15-5 with 2 caps.
He is picking up as well. Picking up another kill there to lock down the C point, and now they're going to move back and get into that locking position. Look at him; he's just so comfortable with either gun at the moment. We're still on board with Mud Dog. He's 16-5. He's bringing the hurt right now.
Yeah, Mud Dog is really making plays, and he's using this AR to be very aggressive, which is nice. And,
the headshot!
That was fantastic through the wall bang. He picked up the second. Mud Dog's playing out of his mind right now, and that is everyone down except one player currently for Wild. That's going to free this up for them to take B back, and they're now up to a 21-point lead.
I can't believe he's still alive, but we're still on board with Mud Dog on the sticks. And it looks like he's going to go for another kill. There has been one going to go rotate back to C. Mud Dog is going to go and challenge him. And you got to think he's going to win this one as well. Let's go. He goes around the corner. You can see him on the floor. Takes him down anyway. Mud Dog is unstoppable apart from just then.
Yeah, except for just this instant. But at 19-6, Sin 17-7, they are just putting a hurting on Wild right now. And, it just seems like this Canadian team in Wild just can't keep up.
So Sin just decided to bug out of that. Is he going to go back? No, he's going to just go forward now. He's going to try and hold up with the team. B is being taken, so he really needs to make this kill. Don't want to just get that advantage yet. They have managed to get it. He's going to have to capture that one back. They did get the neutralize on it. But like I said, 80-50 now. They're really putting a big difference in. And you know what? They're going to have such an advantage going on.
Yeah, and this is about to be possibly a 3-cap. You know, we had a... Well, actually, he's going to need to win this battle, but as long as it's neutralized, it doesn't really matter because that means no points for the opposition. Oh, that would have been crazy. He's about to get smashed in the face by the robot, too.
There we go, 89-50 now. So they have managed to hold that neutral, so there's no points going up for this Wild Gaming team, and they really have felt the difference here.
Wow. You know, it's funny, at that point where we kind of talked about how they're not pulling away despite the slaying. Yeah, they may have hurt us in the background because they really started to turn
they're
up.
slaying, and there's what just happened there. It was so one-sided in the end.
Yeah.
What an amazing difference.
Yeah, 39-point win on that first side. So that's going to be, I'll say it. We've talked about it several times, that 20-point mark where we say it ends up being really tough to come back from.
That's a little bit more than the 20-point mark.
Yeah, it's about double. So I think this is going to be a very, very uphill battle for the members of the Canadian Team Wild.
Yeah, really, and you can see people like Mud Dog there. He was doing so well just to kind of keep it locked down. He was winning every gun battle, sub, AR, whatever. It didn't really matter.
Yeah,
he
it didn't.
Take people down to any kind of range. He is very comfortable just giving them long sight lines, just sitting back and going bang, bang, bang. Let his SMGs get in there, but then he started doing it as well because he's like, I just can't lose.
And Mud Dog, when you watch this later, you're still a coach in my eyes. But fantastic play.
Yeah, he did. Like I said, beat me at G2. I taught him everything I know.
Yeah. I think, honestly, we probably take most credit for the way he's playing right now. But all joking aside,
he's fantastic.
He's playing great. He really is playing. I know he's been pumped up. I've talked with him several times here. He actually lives like 30 minutes from me, so I've known him for quite a while now. We shared a flight to an event before, some bonding time with me and the Mud Dog, but he is just crushing. And if the rest of this series goes anything like that first half, I think Wild's in trouble.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you there. So, not only that, but Mud Dog is appearing on the I Support Xfinity tags that a lot of people are putting in their Twitter at the moment.
I think Merck started that of Envy, and yeah, it's a hilarious picture. It's just Mud Dog like screaming like this, and a roar like he's some sort of proud African lion. But the picture is hilarious, and I've seen it on like every other person's avatar on Twitter right now, it seems.
So what started as a little bit of a kind of a funny thing, a lot of people now actually supporting this man.
Yeah.
Xfinity are doing serious work here at the championships.
Yeah, no, they, I think some people thought it was a surprise for them to, kind of sneak into this regional with the upsets that they had. I think, was it Rise and them both were who knocked out Curse Las Vegas? I remember how it exactly went down, but I know Rise.
Curse Las Vegas lost to Rise, and then they lost to New York.
Oh, it was New York. That's right. But upsets aside, there were some people who are saying they maybe didn't deserve to be here. They're surprised they got in, but they're looking just phenomenal.
So now next. Managed to hold this one down here. He's got the advantage here. He's unfortunately surrounded by enemies. He's going to be taken down before he can do anything of real worth there. But Doubt is now holding it down. No support for him either. He's going to have to deflect this on his own. One person up the ladder. Does manage to take it down. Eventually his teammate come in front of him. Almost died because he got in the way of the bullets.
Yeah, right. That hip fire, though, on land, so scary. And, that sub with the red dot, that's something I'd be more comfortable with. I like seeing some of the players use that instead of, the typical iron sight on the MTAR. But as we hop in here, we're getting close to the first minute in. Still a really tight game. Just a 3-point lead in the hands of the boys of Xfinity. But if you're just tuning in, they did win that first side by 39 points.
Certainly did. There we go. Crowster now trying to put some bullets down, trying to get in there before he's got his teammate in that trophy system. They use a lot of trophy systems in B, this team.
Yeah, and it looks like, Mud Dog's getting off to a similar start to the last game. He was just at 4-1. He was just cleaned up. That's actually 2 down now for 3 down for Xfinity. So we're going to need to see. They have to take B here and start taking control of this map to have any kind of chance.
Yeah, there you go. Wild Gaming managed to get in. Just going to hold it down. He actually ran back in.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that grenade flew to his right, and he decided he wanted to sidestep to the right.
Played fetch there with a grenade. Not the greatest idea in the world. But now Intep's trying to put some bullets down. He's going to drop as well. Now on board with Nex. He is trying to secure as well, but no luck here for the Wild Gaming team.
And we're getting closer, about the 3:15 mark. Still pretty close. Just a 2-point advantage here for Xfinity. Doubt is doing his job. 2 caps, up 7-3. Just spectacular play out of him. That's 3 down now for Wild Gaming. All 4 down for Wild Gaming.
So he's doing some serious work. Going to be trying to just hold this one down for his team, and he's going to go in now in the B. He's going to try to lock it down. He's going to play that. Not able to get him, unfortunately. Let's jump on board with Doubt. Doubt goes down. Now on board with Mud Dog once again, and this is not going their way this time. 3 of them just went down. Mud Dog left alive, top control. They're going to be 3 capped.
Yeah, they are, and that's that's the one thing they definitely need to avoid here, and at least. They were able. No, they were. I thought he was able to neutralize B there, but they are at least going to take C. They've got to hold 1 point. I mean, this with that 39-point first side advantage. I mean, there's going to need to be a significant amount of time with a 3 cap here.
Let's see what they can do. And Tricity trying to go on forward. Incept trying to push the battle as well. Like I said, they need to really get that. If that neutralizer or a triple cap for them would really just give them so much of a boost to get back into this.
Yeah, it really adds up quickly. And Incept's here kind of alone on B, just being this survivor here. Nades coming from everywhere. Able to shoot somebody in the back there. He's wrapping back around. They still have this 3 cap. I don't know how long they're going to hold this for, but look at this lead. They're about to hit 22 seconds. They're only 17 seconds off of this. They're about to lose A and C, though, and they do have someone in a spot to at least. Oh, that grenade from Nex. I take it back. That might have been a game-changing play there.
Oh, my goodness. Nex really starting to heat up now.
My
to hold it.
God, those plays from Nex. Just able to let them hold these points a little bit longer. But, yeah, it is neutralized. Are they able to take, it looks like, A and C, and that's a big play for Xfinity.
It is. Brock's now going to go in, and he needs to really take this C to just even keep his team within a chance. But, however, quickly touched it, and 2 of them just turned around and banged him off. And now they could even be triple capped.
Yeah, I think that's going to really be it for their chances here with that turnaround. But I'll tell you what, that was a really impressive effort from them. They held that 3 cap. Oh, my. Just had to reload, unfortunately, there. But strong effort there from Wild. They certainly showed some life despite being down so many points.
Yeah, they are. Unfortunately, now they're going to be triple capped against it, and that will literally just kill them dead.
Yeah, that's a good way to counter a 3-cap is with your own 3-cap, Brycey.
Oh, it certainly is. But how they're all going down, and we'll Sin actually picking up a 2-piece there. But like I said, this game is pretty much over. 60-63 with a 39-point difference in favour of Xfinity in the first half. Means that they cannot come back.
Yeah, and not quite as big of a slay fest for Xfinity that time. A couple guys in the positive, but not what we really saw in the first round. And what will remain to see as this series goes on is whether, they're starting to adapt to the play style of Xfinity or if that was just, an off game. I don't know. We've seen with these international players coming from all over the world so many different play styles. And we've seen just a ton of adaptation going on this weekend.
Yeah, we really have. But then we go, like I said, Xfinity looking strong to continue on. They kind of been relying on their S&D skills. They're kind of renowned for it. Apparently they played something like 300 GBs.
Yeah.
To try and boost their skills there. They just continually played them.
Yeah, I've heard of Mud Dog's quote-unquote like little black book. He has some notebook that he keeps where I believe it's S&D related. It's all strats and tallies, and I see some sort of pie chart in there. Not really sure, but they are very cerebral. They really like to have their stuff down for S&D because, as you know, going into these events, the top teams, especially if they're going to meet up in bracket play or in pool play, they don't scrim S&Ds online. Like it doesn't happen. They save all the trick plays and.
Well, you don't want to play S&D against a team who knows roughly where you go. Yeah. Even a little bit. If they know a spot, they're just going to pre-aim out and you're going to die. So it's one of those games where, like, unlike the respawn game types, you can kind of go different ways just with the flow of the game. But with S&D, you do not want to lose a round just because they know.
A good example is something like, we'll talk regionals. You saw TK was doing really well in S&D a lot because Formal with that thermal sniper at the start, he was getting first blood. Like every round for the first couple days, for the first day, and then we saw them play against Complexity, and everywhere they knew right where he was going to snipe. There were just grenades raining down, fire everywhere he went. He was dead basically first. So what you said is exactly true, especially when it comes to snipers or certain players. If you have these movements and they know where you're going, it's tough to win.
It most certainly is. We'll be back with map number 2 right after the break.